Hey guys, Lewis Clark, aka Sonic Yoda from SEGADriven here again. So last month we went to the Eurogamer Expo at Earl's Court in London, and I basically have put together a little piece about Sega's presence at Eurogamer Expo. There was not a lot, let's put it that way. I mean, the only game they were featuring was Sonic Lost World. Now, we played both versions of Sonic Lost World on Wii U and 3DS. We only did one stage each, so I decided to compare Windy Hill on both Wii U and 3DS. So, there's been plenty of footage of Windy Hill going around online, and there's a great little playthrough video that Aaron Webber did, where he essentially plays through a few stages. I think that went live with IGN, so yeah. But generally, the demo was the same one as that is featured on that video. So yeah, I really enjoyed going through the Wii U version and seeing how the controls work, and I love the idea of having the right bumper as a run button, so you can essentially maneuver Sonic a lot more carefully without the run button in action, and you just simply walk around, and it's a lot more precise. And then with the run button on, you obviously run, but then it makes things a lot more twitchier, and you move at a higher pace, and you can also do parkour moves with that held down as well, so you can run up trees and surfaces and run along walls and things. And yeah, the control scheme looks to be really, really well done, and I really enjoyed the demo. It was a really good little bit of gameplay, and yeah, got me excited for next week, so it's going to be really good. I, on the other hand, will not be getting the Wii U version because I actually don't have a Wii U yet, so that was the main reason why I wanted to play the 3DS version, because that is the version I will be after. And the surprising thing was this Windy Hill on 3DS seemed to be an awful lot longer, well, the stage that I played anyway. And I think this is down to the fact that the 3DS obviously can't do as much detail as the Wii U version, simply because it's a lot less powered than the Wii U. So to make up for that, instead of having lots of detail and graphical fidelity and lots and lots of things going on in the stage, they've made the stage a lot more linear but longer, so it felt like it lasted a lot longer, which I was really surprised by. And if they continue that with the rest of the stages, obviously I've only played one, so I haven't got an awful comparison, I'd be really intrigued to see how the 3DS one turns out. And like I say, I've got that one on pre-order now, so that should be coming next Friday hopefully. And yeah, I'm really, really excited for the 3DS version, actually. I was really impressed by just, yeah, how much longer the stage was, despite the fact that there wasn't as much detail and as much going on, sort of like obstacle-wise and enemy-wise. But yeah, no, it looks like it's really turned out to be well. It doesn't run at 60 FPS, unfortunately, under half the frame rate of the Wii U version, but still seems to be a pretty decent game in my book. So yeah, looking forward to that a lot. Even though Sega are not publishing it, the other thing that was there available to play was Bayonetta 2, which Nintendo are now publishing, but Sega are still collaborating with on a more advisory role. The queue was enormous for Bayonetta 2. I think I queued for about 2 hours, but it was actually really, really worth it. It was quite a long demo, actually. I think it was about 20 minutes, and I was allowed to play the whole thing from front to back. And yeah, it looks like they're really heading towards an awfully large amount of spectacle in Bayonetta 2, because it was just like every enemy I fought throughout the thing just got bigger and bigger and bigger, even to the point where the last one I fought was essentially like this huge lizardy T-Rex thing, and it bloody climbed this skyscraper, and I was flying around battling it like half, at the top of this skyscraper, and it was beautiful to look at, like really, really just lots and lots of detail, lots of colour, really vibrant, and as you can expect, really violent as well. So yeah, Bayonetta 2 looks like it's really shaping up to be a really interesting and worthy successor to the original. So yeah, I'm very much excited about that, and I think that's probably going to be the game that makes me put some money down on a Wii U, I think, because I was quite impressed. Sega have been collaborating with the indie side of things for a while now, and they did it last year, but they also are sponsoring the Indie Games Arcade again. and I had a little bit of wander through. It's a lovely little idea, just having a major publisher back lots of independent video games. And I went down the alley and I jumped on 3 games because I was literally just looking for openings to go and have a little look. I wasn't going to stand around queuing for things because queuing sucks. But yeah, the games I played, the first one was called Myriad, which is a sort of top-down Geometry Wars style game, like twin-stick shooter, except you use a mouse and keyboard. It's really abstract, like the graphics are very, very colourful, and when an enemy dies, another blob of colour goes into the mix, and it basically, the more enemies you destroy, the harder it is to kind of see what you're doing, because there's an awful clash of colours going on. And it was really like artistic and interesting, and I was quite impressed with it actually. It was a really good little game, but very traditional in its twin-stick shooter roots. So yeah. The second player of the game was called Car Tank, which was already winning me over on name. But I played it, and it's a sort of top-down action game, and it reminds me of Renegade Ops quite a lot. So you're controlling a vehicle, and you can shoot enemies and drive around, and there's ramps and stuff to do tricks off. And yeah, no, it was cel shaded as well, which I really like as a graphical style. So that was a nice little touch to it. And yeah, no, I had a lot of fun with that actually. I think that was probably my favourite one that I played. And then the last one I played was not really a game as such, but it's called Skipping Stones, and it literally is skipping stones across a lake. When the stones hit the lake, it plays a piano key essentially. So the more stones you throw across, the more of a song you create. It's not really much of a song. It's kind of a sort of a rhythmic thingy going on. But as the longer you play, basically a story unfolds in front of you, and there's text that appears on the screen, and you read as you're playing. And the scenery starts to change as the story goes on. It gets a lot more darker. Clouds come over, rain happens, and yeah, it was an interesting little experiment, I guess. It wasn't really a game as such, but yeah, no, I was intrigued by it. Let's put it that way. I'll put links to all of these games in the description if you want to have a little look and check them out, because yeah, it's independent gaming is something that we should all support really, because there's some great ideas, and I don't think we're ever going to move forward unless people embrace those sort of things. So yeah. Right, okay, so the next thing that I had a little muck around with is the replay area. Now, the replay area of Eurogamer has been there every year, and it's basically a section where you can play retro games. And well, it's actually, the focus is on almost every generation of games. So it's not particularly retro, because it comes up right up to now. So there are Xbox 360s and PS3s there as well. Each of the units there's a key game sort of set up with it, and you can just have a little muck around. And it's never particularly busy, but there's lots of people. There are people playing in bits and pieces, but you don't have to queue generally. So it's quite a casual environment, and it's nice to be able to jump in on bits and pieces. There was some Sega love there, with some Mega Drives and even a Mega CD hooked up, and I played a bit of Sonic CD, and so I saw some people playing Echo. So yeah, it's a lovely little area, great little idea, and a huge variety of stuff to play as well. I mean, really old machines there, like ZX Spectrums and Atari STs and Amigas and things. So yeah, no, just a really nice idea, and quite a casual area, so it's a nice place to chill out as well. And then the last thing I noticed, which really surprised me, was there was a section with just walls of game art, and one of the things that was on the wall was the screen printed poster that SEGADriven.me made.
That's the poster that SEGADriven.me had printed.
And that was displayed on the wall, and I was like, oh my god, that's their poster. So that was really cool to see, and it was a bit bizarre because obviously SEGADriven.me are affiliated with us, and it was nice to see that sort of coverage for a small fan site. So yeah, no, it was really nice to see, and that's all I can say really. It was nice to see it. But there you go. That was my experience at Eurogamer Expo. I had a lovely couple of days. I only did the Thursday and Friday. I wasn't available for the entire time, unfortunately. But yes, no, it was a great event. Queuing is always going to be an issue because it's very popular. I think every day sold out this year. So I was kind of expecting it, but I still got to play a lot and see bits and pieces. And even though Sega's presence was pretty low this year, it was still interesting to see that they're sponsoring the indie stuff still. That's a really good initiative. And it was nice to get some hands-on with Sonic as well, because I wasn't at Summer of Sonic this year, so I missed my opportunity there as well. So yeah, there you go. That was Eurogamer Expo for me. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Lewis Clark, aka Sonic Yoda from Sega Driven. Tune in next time. Bye.